Dr. Joe Dispenza had done a lot of work on the psychology of transformation. Today, we're going to look at Dr. Joe Dispenza's 5 steps to becoming your future self. What if you didn't have to wait years to become your best self? Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that you can start living as your future self today. In this video, I will share 5 powerful steps that will help you break free from the past and embody the person you want to become right now. So we're going to take the 5 steps he said we should take. Step number 1, define your future self. So what you do is that person you want to be, define it. Be clear about who the person is. Most people know what they don't want, but they never decide who they want to be. Your future self must be clear in your mind. How your future self thinks, how your future self feels, and how your future self acts. It must be clear. Write it down. Make these things specific. Hebrew wisdom says, he who knows not where he is going will not know when he has arrived. So you need to know what you want to become, who you want to become, so that you will now know when you have arrived there. There's another Igbo saying that said that he who does not know when the rain started beating him will not know when the rain has stopped, when it has stopped raining. So step number 2, become aware of the old self. The old self means who you are now, the person you are now that you want to change. You want your future self to change. Then you notice the thoughts you have now, the feelings, how you feel about things, the habits you have now. Keep them, you put them in your mind, you know them. Be aware of them. Awareness is the first step. You cannot change what you are not aware. So you need to be aware of who you are now, how you think, how you feel, and how you act, how you do your activities, your habit. You need to know them now. So the number 3 step is rehearse the future self daily. Remember, the first step was for you to define who the future self, who you want to become tomorrow. You need to know and write it down. That's the first step. The second step is that the person you are now, you know it. And how do you know it? You know it by how you feel. You know it by how you think. You know it by your habits, your mannerism, what you like. You know it. Just remove your, remove yourself, your awareness from your activities and look at what you're doing now. Whether you like taking beer, you like taking mineral, just look at those activities you do. When do you wake up? How do you look at activities? How, you look at the things, look at your thoughts as if you are not one with it. So when you have done that, step 3 is rehearsing the future self. You have now known who you want to be. You rehearse it. You rehearse it daily. You put it in your mind daily. How do you do it? The Joe Dispenza said, use meditation. They use meditation to step into your future self every morning. So what do? You see that your future self. You see it. You feel it. You live it in your imagination until your body believes it is real. You use the power of your imagination because you have used your imagination to define who you want to be. You now use the power of imagination to see that person, begin to see life, feel life as if it's like that person that you want to be tomorrow. So step number 4 is elevate your emotions. Your emotion. Your future self is not stressed, fearful, or bitter. Your future self, is the best that you want to be. So the emotions of that future self, you begin to embody it. You practice gratitude, practice love, practice joy, and get involved in things that inspire you every day. These emotions are the fuel of transformation. As you live in your future self, see these emotions, they would help you to embody the future self. So number 5, step 5 is align your actions. Your small daily choice must match the future you. So make sure that your daily activities match that future self. You have already defined the future self. You have already known what you want your future self to be. Make sure that that person, activities, that future self that you want to be, you now start to embody that person's life. That future self, you need to live his life now. If your future self is healthy, choose food and habits that reflect health. Make sure the health is not going to fly and come. It is the choice you make, because you've decided it, you've written it down, you say this is what I want. You now live like that. You intentionally live like that. If your future self is wealthy, if your future self is somebody who is creative, who can create things, begin to live like that now. Begin to live like that now. With you, because you already written it, you try to discipline yourself now to begin to live like that. You'll be trying to use discipline, and then get yourself to begin to live that vision that you have written about yourself, to make sure that if it's your future self is a wealthy person who is not wasteful, you try and make sure that you take decisions that will not mean that you are wasteful. You don't value the things that you have. So these are the 5 steps of Joe Dispenza. They are simple, but if you can learn how to practice it, your life will never be the same. You will be wonderful. So there are many testimonies of many of Joe Dispenza's students who discovered that when they started living as if they were their future self, opportunities began to match their new identity. When they started living the new identity, the new destiny they have, written out for themselves, you see opportunities begin to come that will make them to realize that. So these are things. These are the way this life is. So let's look at practical applications. Say, take 5 minutes tonight and write. Practical applications, practical steps to achieving using those 5 steps we have written out, or we have spoken about now. Say, take 5 minutes tonight and write. My future self is, you just that's anything you want your future self to be. List thoughts, emotions, and habits you want that your future self to have. You list it. Tomorrow morning, meditate on that vision and generate gratitude for it. Tomorrow morning, you meditate on that vision and generate gratitude for it. Throughout your day, ask, am I acting as my old self or my future self? So when you are conscious of this and you begin to ask this question, you see that the way you're acting now, the way you're unconsciously acting now, will become into question. And when it comes into question, it has started losing its power over you. You see that the future self will begin to have roots in your life. So correct yourself gently and keep practicing. Don't remind yourself. Over time, you see that the old self will weaken and the new self becomes your natural, your new natural. And we just keep improving every day. So when the new natural comes, you will still need to improve and have a better life. So my people, destiny does not arrive by accident. It is an intentional act. It is created by intention. Destiny, you are a rich man, you're a wealthy man, you're a successful leader. No, it does not come. You are a healthy person. It's a choice you make. You intentionally choose to be healthy. I know that we have a lot of, that's why we're talking about diet, blood type, and blood type, what your blood type gives you, and your emotions and all the things, how it affects your body and things like that. I know a lot of us do not have knowledge about how to live life and live it fully. But health is not something that comes to you without intentionally making sure that you apply all the things that will improve your health. So I know that the future of my kingdom, is built by the vision of our vision today. The vision I have of Ami is what is going to help Ami grow. The vision that we have, our collective vision, to make Ami an exemplary autonomous community in Nigeria, in Africa, is what is going to drive us. So our community will not just change like that. We need to have this vision. We need to be disciplined to carry out all the things we have written about the vision to get our place better. That's the way it is with our personal life. In the same way, your future is shaped by the self you choose to embody right now. There is an Igbo proverb that's told us too that he who masters himself, if you master yourself, that your spirit will move with you. Your spirit will be with you. So the first step is for you to master yourself. It's like the proverb that says that Onyekwe, Chiekwe. It's the first step. When you master yourself, all the things you need, everything you need to achieve what you want will be with you. So take these 5 steps. Practice them daily. Your tomorrow's, that future mind is already here now. It is already in your mind now. It is you that will make it to come to pass. If you enjoy this series on Joe Dispenza teaching, please like, share, and subscribe. More wisdom is coming as we continue to blend science, spirit, and leadership for transformation. Thank you.